I want to look like her.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the ineffable qualities and style that defines the it girls of every decade since the start of the 20th century.
Why don't you ever get a dress like that?
Listen, for a dress like that, you've got to start laying plans when you're about 13.
1900s, the Gibson Girl. At the turn of the 20th century, the Gibson Girl defined the moment.
The Gibson Girl sells everything from soap to soup, and she looks beautiful whatever she does, and every man wants her and every woman wants to be her.
Dreamed up by illustrator Charles Dana Gibson, she was stylish and sporty. The Gibson Girl was just rebellious enough to scandalize her corseted predecessors.
My. Going to London to visit the Queen, are we?
Are you not capable of saying anything pleasant?
No, I haven't your talent for pretending things.
You take my breath away with your compliments.
Real-life muses helped bring her to life. Irene Langhorne, a southern socialite known for her wit and charm, was a direct inspiration. Evelyn Nesbit, a model whose dramatic life made her one of America's first tabloid celebrities, captured the Gibson Girls' beauty and boldness. Together, they embodied a perfect blend of elegance and energy. With piled high hair, swooping skirts, and fierce independence, the Gibson Girl proved that being fashionable and formidable could go hand in hand.
Walking as if we owned the world, are we?
So I do.
1910s, the Edwardian Lady, the Suffragette, and the War Worker. In the 1910s, the it girl had a few different faces. Early in the decade, the Edwardian Lady reigned, floating through life in flowing dresses, giant hats, and elegant empire silhouettes.
Ain't nothing to it, is there, Jack? Remember, they love money, so just pretend like you own a gold mine, and you're in the club.
As the decade wore on, styles transformed radically. Fashion wasn't just about elegance and looking pretty. As women fought for the right to vote, the suffragette became an icon in her own right with her own style. She paired smart tailoring with bold sashes and political fire.
I will continue to plead for the political liberty of American women.
Where 16 of us face your judgment.
Where 10 of us face your judgment.
Where 12 of us face your judgment today. There will be 60 tomorrow.
When World War I broke out, the war worker rose to the spotlight, trading corsets for a utilitarian look. Both the suffragette and the war worker proved that women could wear the trousers too.
Why in the world didn't I think of it before? Why? We could be on Easy Street.
Well, what is it? Come on, spit it out.
Why don't we all get jobs and go to work? Hey!
1920s, the flapper. Picture it. Jazz blaring, fringe flying, and a generation of women refusing to stay quiet? After centuries of corsets and rules, women in the 1920s broke free.
For the first time, we're man's equal. We can go out into the world and make a life for ourselves. And I fully intend to. So do I.
The flapper was a cultural earthquake in a beaded dress, redefining femininity with short hair and shorter hemlines. She smoked, she danced, she drove. She made it clear women weren't going to sit quietly in the corner anymore. She was fearlessness personified.
I'm going to meet you men on your own terms. Cater to your craving for efficiency. Learn to talk sports, tell jokes, smoke, drink, and yes, if I have to, I'll even kiss you back.
Icons like Louise Brooks and Clara Bow, who was the first to be called an it girl, lit up the era. With her bobbed hair, bold lipstick, and love of a good party, the flapper wasn't just a trend. She represented a whole new way of living.
What do you think of mine? It was a gift from one of my older gentleman friends. I'm the most scandalous gold digger, darlings. Isn't it just deliciously decadent?
1930s, the silver screen siren. When the world fell into depression, Hollywood turned up the glamour. The 1930s woman didn't care about youth or rebellion. She was all about devastating elegance.
Hello, Mary.
Hello.
Clara. You should have it, Mary. You're just what it needs.
It was Mrs. Potter who asked for the dress, Princess.
Oh. I'm sorry.
You'd sell a woman anything, wouldn't you, Mara?
Designers like Madeleine Vionnet revolutionized fashion with the bias-cut gown, creating dresses that clung and flowed like liquid light. The siren glided across the silver screen, impossibly polished and dangerously alluring. None embodied the moment better than Marlene Dietrich, who blurred gender lines, dripped charisma, and made it clear she had no intention of playing by anyone's rules, on-screen or off.
May I have this? Of course.
Whether wrapped in satin or suited up like a dashing rogue, the 30s it girl knew how to smolder. In an era desperate for escape, she gave audiences something they couldn't look away from.
You don't drink? No bad habits at all?
None I can't handle.
1940s, the Pinup Girl and the Land Girl. The 1940s was a complicated decade full of struggle and too complex for any single vibe to fit. The it girl went one of two ways, glamorous or gritty. On one side, the Pinup Girl ruled.
Me? Sure, I'm decent.
Stars like Rita Hayworth and Ingrid Bergman lit up movie screens and barracks walls. Satin gowns and sultry smiles became weapons of mass distraction.
This isn't going to be easy.
Why?
He's quite sensitive about you. He's going to watch us like a hawk.
Yes, he's rather jealous of anyone.
On the other, the Land Girl and wartime workers stepped up. They traded lipstick for overalls and proved resilience could be just as iconic. Young fashion icons like Gloria Vanderbilt kept glamour alive on the home front, but practicality became its own kind of chic. As bikinis debuted on beaches, women in trousers made their mark on city streets.
They'll love us. Oh, dear, you're both better dressed. And please, both of you, promise to behave like ladies in front of these creatures.
We'll do our best, Mrs. Lord. I don't know how good that is.
1950s, the Bombshell and the Housewife. After World War II, America was desperate for two things, comfort and control. Hollywood still had room for sultry blonde bombshells like Marilyn Monroe and Jane Mansfield. At the same moment, a different ideal took root closer to home, the perfect suburban housewife.
I'm able to baste the chicken with one hand and outline the paper with the other. While our mothers were called to the workforce for Lady Liberty, it is our duty, nay, obligation, to reclaim our place in the home, bearing the children that will carry our traditions into the future.
On one side, the bombshells smoldered in curve-hugging dresses and platinum curls, selling dreams at the movies. On the other, the housewife smiled in nipped-waist dresses and pearls, selling the dream of domestic bliss.
How are these open already?
Well, Betty, we don't want life to look difficult now, do we?
You're too much.
Whether lighting up a billboard or a backyard barbecue, the 1950s it girl was all about perfect presentation. But beneath the satin and smiles, both versions sold fantasies, one's often far removed from real life.
I wouldn't figured you as domestic.
That's one of my favorite pastimes.
What is?
Cooking.
What are the others?
Oh, keeping house. You know.
1960s, Camelot's elegant icon and the mod girl. The 1960s didn't just have one it girl, it had a full-blown style revolution. Early on, elegance ruled, with icons like Jacqueline Kennedy and Audrey Hepburn setting the tone.
She's what they call in America these days, a kook.
What does that mean? Spelled with a K, I believe.
Which is a dizzy, gay type of girl.
Anything like you?
I'm not quite that way, no.
Jackie brought polished sophistication to the White House, while Audrey gave the world timeless minimalism with ballet flats, little black dresses, and gamine charm. But by mid-decade, youth culture took over. That's when the mod girl stormed the scene.
About 3 weeks later, it was a big page in the Daily Express saying, Twiggy, the face of 66. And on that day in February, my life changed forever.
With her doe eyes, miniskirts, and fearless attitude, Twiggy became the face of a new generation. She was bold, boyish, and unbothered. Mod girls rocked sharp lines, loud prints, and looks that screamed London cool instead of Paris chic. They didn't just want to look different from their parents, they wanted to live differently too.
Sir, will you wave your magic wand and make me sweet 16 again?
Nothing to do with me.
1970s, the disco diva and the bohemian beauty. In the 1970s, the woman of the era was either lighting up the dance floor or chilling out in a field. On one end of the spectrum, the disco diva ruled the night.
I'll never give up. I got to do or die.
Sequins, sky-high platforms, and larger-than-life energy defined icons like Grace Jones, whose ferocity and androgynous beauty pushed boundaries with every beat. Meanwhile, the Bohemian beauty floated through the decade in maxi skirts, fringe vests, and natural, effortless glam.
A little taste of honey ain't enough for me. I gotta have the whole beehive.
Oh, you're gonna get it, baby.
Stars like Pam Grier made it iconic, rocking afros, bold prints, and a confident, earthy style that was as powerful as it was free-spirited. Whether spinning under a glitter ball or rocking suede and denim at a festival, the 70s it girls celebrated self-expression, liberation, and a whole lot of fabulous fashion.
I'm going to be a designer.
And so you shall be, my darling, but let's not try to run until we've learned how to stroll down a walkway.
1980s, the Power Woman and the Material Girl. In the 80s, style was all about making an entrance. No one was sneaking in quietly. Power dressing took over corporate America.
Dress shabbily, they notice the dress. Dress impeccably, they notice the woman.
Women donned skyscraper shoulder pads, tailored suits, and silk blouses sharp enough to double as armor. At the same time, pop culture turned up the volume. Madonna's Material Girl era threw subtlety out the window. Teen girls followed her lead, rocking corsets, layered lace, and neon excess with a wink and a snarl. Some stars like Whitney Houston split the difference by embracing a glamorous, polished look that shimmered without shouting. Whether closing a deal, ruling the charts, or dazzling under stadium lights, women in the 80s made one thing clear. Fashion was now a power move.
It's simple, elegant, yet makes a statement. Says to people confident, a risk taker, not afraid to be noticed. Then you hit him with your smarts.
1990s, the supermodel and the grunge queen. Cool didn't come in just one size or one style at the end of the 20th century. Supermodels like Cindy Crawford ruled the runways and magazine covers.
We looked powerful, and then we kind of were like, maybe we are powerful. And we started owning that power.
They channeled an almost athletic glamour with blown-out hair, bodycon dresses, and a permanent backstage pass to every exclusive party. They were polished, powerful, and seemingly untouchable. But right alongside them, a different kind of icon was taking over.
Well, I know this sounds cornball, but I'd like to somehow make a difference in people's lives.
Winona Ryder helped usher in the era of grunge queen. Think thrift store flannels, combat boots, messy hair, and an effortless vibe that screamed, I didn't try, and that's the point. Style in the 1990s was whatever you wanted it to be, as long as you made it look effortless.
Try and be cool. Now.
Oh yeah, we cool.
2000s, the boho babe. After a decade of effortless glam, fashion got messy, and that was exactly the point.
Some days I can feel clean and minimal, other days scruffy and sometimes vintage. That wouldn't get worn now.
The 2000s style star was the boho babe. Think flowy tops, distressed denim, giant sunglasses, and enough fringe to start a stampede. Celebs like Sienna Miller made boho chic feel effortlessly cool, even when it was anything but effortless. Meanwhile, Paris Hilton gave the trend her own twist, mixing laid-back California girl vibes with tabloid-ready glam.
There's no such thing as too many rhinestones, because it's hot to bling as much as possible.
It was a high-low free-for-all, where a $20 vintage vest could sit next to a $2,000 designer bag, and somehow it worked. The 2000s were all about looking like you woke up fabulous, even if it took hours to pull off.
The whole ripped jeans and skinny ripped jeans with the layering of different sizes, that's very, very reminiscent of the early 90s.
2010s, the Tumblr Girl. Before TikTok rules the internet, there was Tumblr, and it created a whole new kind of style star.
Sexy body, she shows it. Loves the drama, she chose it.
The Tumblr Girl aesthetic blended moody minimalism, indie grunge, and a hint of soft rebellion. Oversized flannels, chokers, ripped jeans, and Doc Martens were practically mandatory.
And make sure to add another layer that matches the shoes. Congratulations, you've transported back in time and definitely got 100,000 notes.
These looks were always paired with carefully curated selfies and perfect lighting. She wasn't chasing mainstream trends, she was curating a vibe. From pastel hair to sharp-winged eyeliner, the Tumblr Girl made personal style feel like an art project you posted online for the world to admire. Long before aesthetic became a buzzword, she proved that the right outfit could be a whole mood.
Maeve, wait! I'm in.
Everything all at one time gets you nothing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
2020's That Girl. Effortless isn't really effortless, but that hasn't stopped anyone from chasing the illusion. That Girl became the new style blueprint. Polished, hyper-organized, and living a life straight off a Pinterest board.
I just finished journaling, and I still need a shower, do my skincare, makeup. This is a full-time job.
Her look leans minimalist, built around dewy skin, slicked back buns, and gold hoops. Her look is a nod to the clean girl aesthetic that swept through TikTok. Stars like Taylor Swift, especially in her Midnights era, captured the vibe. Calm, curated, and quietly unstoppable.
It's so heartwarming to me because this is something that I care about, but I don't expect other people to care about it. It's something that's very personal to me, and it's a lot of work, but it's like, it's really fun and rewarding for me, and I can't believe people have actually gotten behind it the way they have.
With the decade only halfway through, the trend cycle is already picking up speed. Whether the future swings back toward maximalist chaos or keeps things muted, the real flex is making it look easy and making it look like you.
There's so much variety to what we find productive or fulfilling in life, and it's just important for us to be able to acknowledge that and figure that out for ourselves.
Which decade's It Girl vibe would you rock? Which one would you run from? Let us know in the comments below.